This is Frank, the creator behind the popular YouTube channel Franco TV, known for venturing into some of the most eerie and unsettling locations in the world. Fearless and relentlessly curious about the supernatural, Frank explores places most people wouldn't dare to step into after dark, determined to uncover the mysteries that blur the line between the living and the dead. In this video, Frank returns to an abandoned factory steeped in a dark and disturbing past. Decades ago, the factory's ruthless owner, a woman notorious for her cruelty, was said to have abused her workers to the point of death, burying the bodies beneath the factory floors. Over the years, countless reports of ghostly sightings have suggested that the spirits of her victims still linger, trapped and unable to rest. Frank had been here before. His last visit ended abruptly after terrifying, unexplained events forced him to cut the night short. This time, on December 20th, 2024, he was determined to last until dawn and gather undeniable proof of the paranormal activity that haunted this place. What he didn't know was that this night would prove even more disturbing than his first attempt.
Let's go into here. It is completely pitch black. While walking through here, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I forgot about these holes. I could fall right through the ground. I want to see if I can make my way to the front, so I get a nice good bird's eye look at this whole place.
The moment he arrived, a heavy, oppressive atmosphere surrounded him. Determined not to let fear take hold, Frank began by ensuring he was truly alone. Climbing to a vantage point, he scanned the building for movement or lights. The night was still, except for strange, distant noises that seemed to drift from somewhere nearby. Finding no signs of intruders, Frank stepped inside.
Oh, I'm getting noises. Listen. I'm outside. You hear that? I'm outside right now just trying to see if I see any lights. And I'm hearing banging going on. I want to see if I can hear it again. Hear it. I don't know what that is. Alright, I'm actually creeping out right now. What the hell is that? Who the hell is yelling? I hear movement over there. Alright, I'm gonna go in. I just got a knocking sound.
Hola?
I can't see anything in front of me, so I'm literally using the camera to see. Are you knocking on that piece of wood there? On the podium? I am definitely getting something on the podium. It literally sounds like scratching sounds. It doesn't sound like it's coming from the roof. It just sounds like it's coming from this general area. Trying to see if I could see like a rat. Oh, fuck. I just heard the front door open. And it's open.
Then, without warning, the heavy front door creaked open on its own. There was no wind strong enough to move it, and the sound made his chest tighten. Steeling himself, Frank approached the entrance. But no one was outside. More convinced than ever that something supernatural was at play,
What the fuck? It's closing. And it's cold in here. It just got really cold in here. Oh, something opened up the front door and then opened up or closed this door. Like if something came in through here, walked in, and then as soon as I went into that room, it got really cold. I want to see if there's anybody on the outside. At my book bag.
Frank focused on 2 rooms where activity seemed strongest. While scanning with his thermal camera, something darted past a doorway at an unnatural speed. For a moment, he doubted his eyes, until he rewound the footage and confirmed it.
I'm gonna still keep investing. See, right here now, it's cold. Something's cold inside this room. Oh, that's something. Holy crap. I'm gonna see if I can take my thermal camera out, see if I can get a temperature read. It's probably hard for you guys to see anything because of the difference in temperature, so I'm gonna point this way. That's the outside window. There's a lot more temperatures on the outside, so you'll be able to see more. Trying to see if I could get any sort of temperature change. What the fuck was that? Trying to see if I could get any sort of temperature change. What the fuck was that?
Whatever it was, it moved in a way no human could. Then, faint but chilling, came the sound of a small, childlike voice. Frank held his breath, straining to hear it again. Silence followed, but the quiet was quickly shattered by a loud, unsettling banging. Heart racing, he followed the sound to one of the windows.
See if I could see it passing by. Nothing. But with the assumption that something was passing by, I'm gonna check back here. Is that bread? There's bread. Hola? What was that? Somebody's talking. Oh my God, what the hell is this? I don't even know if I've been back here before. I keep hearing somebody talking. There's It's like a witch. Or... Hold on, I'm getting noises. Whoa, I never even seen this area before. So I am literally shaking right now. I don't know if something's giggling or laughing or what, but I'm hearing what sounds like a talking. I swear to God, I keep hearing what sounds like somebody talking from the outside, and they sound close. Especially with the freaking voices I was hearing. They sound like giggling or laughing or something. What the hell is that? It's literally coming from the glass. The glass is shaking. Oh, this one's locked. There's no way I could even get inside here. I could feel the glass vibrating. Look on the other side. You gotta turn off the IR. What is that? It stopped. Oh, that is weird.
Inside the room, there was nothing. No object, no person that could explain the noise. And then, as abruptly as it began, the banging stopped. That's when Frank noticed them. Clear handprints on the glass. No other clues, no logical explanation.
I don't know what else could be causing that. You know what's even creepier? Is that if you look here, you can see little kid hands. What the fuck? I haven't turned on my IR. Hola? Jeez, I was just hearing noises of somebody talking like a female. It sounded like a giggling, and then it just got quiet. I'm gonna check this room again. Might have been doing it on this side too and cracked the glass. But I heard it on that window specifically. Oh, I want to see if it happens again. Oh yeah, that's right. This thing is torn down. There is absolutely nothing. Not even on the glass. There's nothing. What the hell?
As dawn began to creep in, Frank decided it was time to leave. Though shaken, he knew he had captured compelling evidence. Exhausted but satisfied, he left the factory behind. Yet the night's events refused to leave him. With no clear answers, the experience left both Frank and thousands of his viewers speculating about what truly happened inside those walls, and whether the factory's tormented past will ever be at peace. What's up, Silent Nightmare family? I have something huge to share with you today. We just crossed an incredible milestone, 50,000 subscribers. But now it's time to set our sights even higher. If we hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of September, 10 lucky subscribers will each receive a $50 gift card. You can choose any gift cards. That's $500 in total prizes as a thank you to this amazing community. It's super easy to enter. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video, comment below with your favorite Silent Nightmare video or your scariest camping story. That's it. Let's hit 100K together and celebrate the only way we know how, with a massive giveaway. This video comes from the YouTube channel MG Wild, where Johan, a familiar face to many of his loyal viewers, has spent the past 4 years taking audiences deep into the wild. From rugged camping trips to full-on survival challenges, his passion for the outdoors is unmatched. But this time, Johan's adventure wouldn't just be about soaking in the beauty of nature. He had a different plan, to combine camping with a paranormal investigation. He had a hunch that this land held more secrets than it let on. It was February 9th, 2025. The weather was perfect as Johan roamed the wilderness, searching for the ideal place to set up camp. Once he found the spot, he brewed himself a hot cup of coffee and enjoyed the calm before sunset.
The old caterpillars are becoming a little bit problematic. I put my bag down, I put it up on a tree, no matter where, my bag, my jumper, they always find their way onto it. And so I have to spend a little bit of time making sure that they're off it before we proceed. So just to reiterate, the apps that we're using throughout this investigation supposedly work through electronic frequency or something like that, okay? I'm no expert.
But as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a dim, orange glow across the trees, Johan was ready to test his ghost hunting apps. At first, everything seemed normal. The readings were quiet. No strange spikes, no signs of paranormal activity. But his dogs began acting oddly, ears perked and eyes locked on the shadows beyond the firelight. A sudden flutter of wings broke the tension, making Johan think they were simply reacting to a bird. Still, the uneasy feeling in his gut lingered.
She's alerted. She's on high alert. She's down there. You down there, DC? Is it? I hope there's Yeti. DC's off. She's gone. Torch. Fucking birds, huh? Birds, these people, they're the things that startle you most out here. When the birds just take off, you just don't expect it, and then. I just heard some kind of. What the fuck, huh? Yeti. What's going on, Yeds? Yes, sir. Okay. Let me in on that secret test. You okay? What's the problem? Okay. I don't know why she's sitting right behind me growling. Test again? Okay, yes, but I prefer it if you didn't growl at me, huh? Like, I don't mind during the daytime when we're not in the middle of a dark woods. You're sitting right behind me growling. What is that?
As he tried another scan, the air seemed to change, heavier, charged with something he couldn't explain. The noises drifting from the dark woods no longer felt like the wind. His dogs knew it too. With only a few strange, cryptic responses from his devices and no clear explanation for the noises, Johan decided it was best to call it a night.
This person's name? Can I sit down? Is it safe? What the fuck is that? Huh?
Ralph.
Your name is what? Ralph. Jesus, good timing, Ralph. I was just concentrating on something. What is this? I'm not really right where I was about to sit. It's hair. Dark hair. Yes, I hear something. Yes, there. Eddie. Be alert, please. Walking around in there. We're right by this little trail. It's good. Ralph, can you explain to me? Is that you I hear, Ralph? You're moving around. You're moving around, Ralph. Is that you? I don't know.
I'm right here.
Yeah. That, okay. Now, why is that so zoomed in? Jeez, they are not reacting. It's, that's the scariest thing about this whole thing. So, Ralph, you're right here with me. Do you want me to leave? Oh, it's such a bad headache. Do you want me to leave, Ralph?
I can't leave.
You can't leave. I know. So it was you I was speaking to earlier when you were saying you were stuck. Why can't you leave? Well, because you're stuck. Do you want me to leave?
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Is this someone else I'm speaking to? What is your name? Fuck off, mate. Jesus.
Sinful.
Sinful.
It's dark.
It is dark. Definitely something walking around in there.
I'm not sure how.
You're not sure how to leave. How are you not hearing that, Yeti? What the fuck? Yes.
Even tucked inside his shelter, the unease never left him. Sleep came in restless waves. By morning, he had no answers. Only the unsettling certainty that something was out there in the dark, just beyond the reach of his light. This trip left him with more questions than ever about what truly lingers between the living and the dead. Meet Zach and Allie, a couple living their dream life in a camper van with their 2 dogs, traveling, working, and exploring new places from their cozy home on wheels. On their YouTube channel, Nomadic Habits, their videos are usually lighthearted, filled with scenic views, travel tips, and the joys of van life. But on January 24th, 2023, that carefree lifestyle was replaced with a fight to survive. An 80-mile-long line of storms was sweeping across southern Texas. At first, meteorologists didn't sound overly concerned. It wasn't tornado season after all, but as the hours passed, the system grew stronger than anyone expected. Zach and Allie soon realized they didn't have time to escape to a safer location. Their only option was to stay put and hope for the best.
I'm freaking out a lot of it, actually. I like a lot of it. I'm serious. Pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on outside. I'm not kidding.
Radar indicated. Impact. Gusty winds could knock down limbs and blow around unsecured objects.
Alright, if something happens though, we're heading out the van and we're gonna get in that ditch right there and we're gonna hunker down.
My heart's beating 1,000,000 miles an hour and Zach's worried about filming. Here, we're just gonna get prepared. There's your leash. Freaking out. Right. Having a panic attack. You're just gonna follow me if something goes wrong, right? Yeah? Seriously, babe.
I'm gonna program this radio, put it on the NOAA weather, and then we can send it over to...
They made an emergency plan and followed every weather update, but then the warning came. A tornado was on the ground, and it was heading straight for them. What had been unease turned to fear. Zach tried to stay calm, but Allie's anxiety spiraled into a full-blown panic attack.
I'm freaking out.
The warning will be allowed to expire.
See? Warnings are expiring.
No, it's not. It's not. It's still there. It's still on the radar. Up north of us, it's expired, but like on top of us, look at that. It's on top of us. That one has not expired. That warning that's right there has not expired. I'm serious. They're all around us right now. Babe, seriously. Where do we go? What do we do? I'm having a panic attack, and they're getting worse.
9 miles north of Deweyville, moving northeast at
Seriously, are we okay? We're not okay. This is not okay. This isn't okay.
How about I go in the back and look?
No, 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 no. No.
You okay?
No.
It's okay,
No.
baby.
The wind roared outside, the sky darkened, and the air grew heavy with that unmistakable tension before disaster strikes. They argued over what to do: remain inside the van, somewhat protected but dangerously exposed, or flee to a ditch nearby, a choice that came with the deadly risk of electrocution from rising water.
An extremely dangerous tornado was located over O'Reilly Field, or near Bridge City, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour.
Is that a train? Is that a train? What the f*** is that? What is
No
that?
idea.
Seriously. Jack, do we need to go over there? Seriously, what the
Says over Bridge City. It's coming right at us.
Jack, what do we do?
We calm down. That's what we do.
And complete destruction is possible.
That's a tornado.
Stop!
Move.
Stop!
Get in the back.
Stop!
Get in the back.
Stop!
Get in the back.
Stop!
Get down Marlin.
Around 4:50 p.m. Central Standard Time.
The storm raged around them, the walls of the van trembling as they sat frozen in fear, hearts pounding. Minutes felt like hours until finally the winds began to die down. When it was over, their van was still intact.
Look, his camper got... You okay?
Get myself all dirty.
Baby, that was a tornado. Look, his camper fell off the jack stand.
What?
His camper fell off the jack stand. You see the neighbor? Hey, you okay? You okay, Macy? You okay, Marley? Hey, you guys okay? Y'all alright? Good. That was sketchy. Did it pick your camper up? Yeah, it picked it up. Yeah. It moved it up. Yeah, I see that. Holy cow. It probably doesn't even look as bad on videos as it does in real life.
When all that stuff started hitting the window, I grabbed my bag. I said, I'm going to get ready to dive.
I don't know where this piece came from.
No one at the campground had been hurt, but the experience left its mark, a reminder that in the path of nature's fury, luck can be the thin line between survival and tragedy. Meet Nikki, the creator behind the YouTube channel Nikki TV. Through her videos, she invites viewers into her world of immersive car camping adventures in her Toyota 4Runner, balancing the beauty and challenges of solo outdoor life. Her authentic storytelling and practical approach keep audiences hooked on real wilderness experiences. But on her first camping trip of 2025, Nikki would be reminded just how unpredictable and unsettling these journeys can become. On January 31st, 2025, Nikki arrived at a remote campground, ready to kick off the year's adventures after recovering from pneumonia. Armed with her camera and camping gear, she was eager to shake off a month of being stuck indoors. Her opening footage brimmed with excitement, unaware that her night was about to take an eerie turn.
Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Nikki and this is Nikki TV. As you can see from the mess behind me, I just came home from work a couple hours ago and just threw everything in the back of the 4Runner, took out the bed platform, threw in a tent and a chair and some things, and we're hitting the road. Well, we made it to camp, so let's get set up.
As she began setting up camp, she pointed out something curious to her viewers: 2 picnic tables sitting side by side at her site. A small detail at first, but one that would later play into the strange events of the evening. Winter camping usually meant solitude, yet she was surprised by the number of other campers around. That surprise would soon turn to concern.
You know, it never ceases to amaze me whenever I go camping in the winter I'm expecting to really not see many people, but when I get to my spot, there's like, I'm like in shock at how many people's winter camping.
Her careful routine was interrupted when a fellow camper wandered over to chat about gear.
I won't bother you at all, but I do start my van every once in a while. Like, I didn't set up my tent because it's pretty wet, obviously.
Yeah.
So, if I bother you, just let me know.
You're fine, because if I get too cold, I'm hopping my butt right in the back of that 4Runner.
Okay.
And if you hear me talking, I promise I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to a GoPro.
Well, I talk to myself.
Well, I mean, I'm basically talking to myself. I still want you to think.
Just as long as you know, if you hear me out, and especially if I got my headphones on,
Yeah.
and I'm rocking, if I say, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're totally fine.
Alright.
Even after the conversation ended, Nikki couldn't shake a vague unease. Then, later that afternoon, the peace shattered. 4 cars pulled in, carrying 3 men and a group of loud teenage boys. They claimed both her site and the one next to it had been booked under their name. With the ranger station closed, there was no way to verify.
A group of people with a bunch of teenage boys just started setting up. I'll tell you what, people are just rude anymore. I had to take everything out of my tent and put it back into the 4Runner because these men showed up with 4 different vehicles.
Despite Nikki's proof that she had booked the spot, they began setting up just 20 feet from her tent, far too close for comfort. The men's insistence and their decision to stay right beside a solo female camper raised alarm bells.
And that there must have been some misunderstanding, but the problem is that the office is now closed. So I looked at him and I was like, well, you know, I've already been here for a couple hours. My name's on the post. Because they put little tags on the post at each campsite, and they put the dates that you're going to be arriving and the date that you're going to be leaving. So my name is on the tag that's on the campsite post, and it says that I'll be coming in today and leaving tomorrow. So, you know, I looked at him and said, well, I booked this site. It was available. The website allowed me to book the site. If the site was taken, it would have shown me that it was unavailable and it wouldn't allowed me to get...
Trusting her instincts, Nikki quietly packed her gear back into the 4Runner, choosing to sleep in the safety of her vehicle. The night passed without incident, but heavy rain greeted her in the morning. After breaking down camp, she took a solitary hike along the icy trails, trying to salvage something from the trip.
Good morning. We woke up to rain, which I knew there was going to be a chance of. So looks like we're going to be packing up in the rain, which is okay. I didn't bring my raincoat or my poncho, but it'll be okay. Go for a hike and then come back and have my coffee and breakfast right here instead of stopping at a rest stop. I kind of feel like that would be a better option than having to stop somewhere else when I'm already here. And as you can see, there's nobody here. Maybe 1 or 2 cars. And I left my walking sticks in the 4Runner. Just slide right off of there into the water. I hope not.
Though Nikki left unharmed, one question lingered. Was this simply a booking mix-up or something more sinister? Their true intentions will never be known.